Hi, I'm Jim Cavassis. Ortur sent me the Laser Master 3, which is a 10-watt laser to try out and see what kind of projects I could kick out. So let's see. Now, I am a complete newbie to laser, engraving, cutting, or any of that. So this has really been a learning process for me, but the Ortur Laser Master 3 really made it pretty simple to pick up and start using almost immediately. So before we get into some of the details about the Laser Master 3, I wanted to show you a quick view of some of the things I made with it. The Ortur Laser Master 3 is incredibly fast, but for the sake of time, I have sped this video up on this. The machine comes with its own Wi-Fi connection and a USB port, so you can hook it up directly to a laptop. But the Wi-Fi connection's great because this is the first system that I know of that supports its own iPhone or iPad controls. You can completely control the machine and do engraving straight from your wireless iPhone or an iPad. You can even do a portrait or logos that you have sent over to it and save them in the library, or choose from some of the items they have in the library. Another thing I really liked about it too is that when you're picking your materials that you're going to cut on, this app actually gives you good cutting suggestions or the cutting depths or the speeds that you'll need for that. It also supports third-party software like Laser Gerbil, or it may be Laser GRBL, I'm not sure. That will run on a Windows program and is free, or you can also use a program called Lightburn, and that will also work on Mac systems, and it's got a 30-day free trial, and then it runs about $60 total after that, and that's a great program as well. In fact, that's the route I've gone on this, and so far I've really enjoyed using the software. Ortur also on their website has a full PDF of their instructions, directions, and everything. I went ahead and just printed it out along with Lightburn's instructions because I like having a manual on hand, and that was easy to do also. This has a 10-watt laser with its own fan in here. This is great. You can focus the laser with this simple little kickstand that helps you to measure out your material. This is an air assist on the top. It comes with a hose for this. I've not tried this yet, but I think that can definitely improve the cutting performance as well. You can add like a roller system for doing round objects by simply plugging it in here, and the switch from the motor to the VRR. Yeah. The Ortur Laser Master 3 has the ability to cut up to 20,000 millimeters per minute. That's extremely fast. I think most of them are based on about 10,000, so that's really great. Also, this comes with a 10-watt laser. That is a very, very powerful laser for the size of this machine. It comes with a set of eye protection goggles because you don't want to look directly into that laser when you're cutting. Something else that you may want to take into consideration, like I have to lock out ShopCat when I'm cutting with this because I just can't find little kitty goggles for them, and I don't want them to hurt their eyes. Like I said before, I'm a complete newbie. This was my first time playing with the laser, and I had a lot of fun trying it out with different types of materials. One of the first things I did was actually make a couple of charts, one for engraving and one for cutting, that I could actually look at with the speeds, the thickness, and everything I need to set when I'm doing engraving or cutting. Now, I put up some of the cutting information on the screen, but you're going to have to determine some of that for yourself. And this can help you from a starting point, but even for me, I'm going to keep adjusting, and I'm going to get better and better at this and look forward to creating more and exciting stuff and sharing that with you. I tried several different materials, including MDF, which was able to take a 1/4 inch thick MDF, cut all the way through it, plus engrave on it. Of course, being able to cut 1/8 inch thick birch plywood, went right through that, did a great job engraving as well. And you know, something that's cool about this is, if you watch my channel, you know I do a lot of things that are steampunk, and so gears are something that's really cool. And I have spent hours cutting out gear shapes on a bandsaw without even coming close to this good looking, you know, precision. And because I have a condition that's called essential tremors, which makes my hand shake, getting into fine detail is getting tougher and tougher. And this little machine for cutting and engraving really helps me to do some things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. I even tried engraving on slate. I was really surprised. It cut through or engraved that super quick. I engraved a cutting board. That was fun. It was amazing how quickly that came together. And then, of course, you saw that I did the DIY Gene sign, and that I am really excited about. The possibilities that you can do with something like cutting out and putting together signs, images, things like that. It'll be fantastic. Now, just experimenting to see what kind of materials it could cut, it came with the sample of 1/8 inch thick black acrylic, and I was able to cut cleanly through this in about 4 passes, and it is glassy clean, and there's a lot of possibilities with that. I also was able to cut through a piece of 3/8 inch poplar and went through that in a minimum of about 4 passes, and its cut is very clean. And so I'm really amazed. There's a lot of strong possibilities, and I look forward to doing more videos on projects that involve this laser cutter. Now, the machine can, depending on what you're cutting, the machine can put some smoke out because it's actually cutting into the wood or whatever material. So you're going to want to make sure you keep it in a well-ventilated area. I used a fan and opened the door just to kind of push the air out. And I'm down in my shop, which is down in the garage, so it doesn't make a lot of difference. But if you were trying to do this in the house, you'd really want to make sure the area is well ventilated. I also saw that they have an enclosure available for this, and I think I'm going to look at getting one of those, because I think if I had it enclosed and then vented out the side window, a couple things. One, I could let ShopCat down here without worrying about him, and two, just being able to control that environment a little better. Also, height extensions are now available for it so that you can raise it up, but you could also get by even just kind of blocking it up if you had something thicker that you were cutting. Something else that's really cool that they have available is an extension that increases the width. Okay, now of course, for me, it's going to take some getting used to and learning how to read metric tables, so I'm always having to convert those into inches. So that 400 by 400 is roughly about a 18-inch by 18-inch cutting area. You can also buy a tray for the bottom of it that will help if you're cutting through the material. That can make a big difference. I'll put some links in the description down below to the product with a good discount on it right now, plus some of the other products that are made along with it. I'm really excited about this, and I'm excited to see what I can do with this, and I hope you'll follow me along with it. In the meantime, I'll see you soon.